In this short video, we're just going to go and discuss a few of the causes of deforestation and maybe some things that we could possibly do to go and rectify it. So, the first reason that we get deforestation could be down to overpopulation. So, overpopulation in places where we have lots of rainforests, so places like Brazil, can be a major problem. If you have overpopulation, then that means that progressively more of the rainforest needs to be cleared in order to create space for people to go build new homes so they can live. Rainforest will be cleared to go and provide building materials for a lot of these new homes. If you have overpopulation, lots of them will go and need wood in order to go and burn in the fires to go and help stay warm, or in their ovens to go and cook food, etc. So overpopulation in general can be a real factor that will go and it encroaches on the edges of the rainforest. So progressively more and more from the edge will go and get chopped down. There are a few things that we could possibly do to mitigate this. So instead of building lots and lots of single houses, we could instead go and build apartment blocks for people to live in. So you're getting physically more dense areas of living space rather than it being spread out and such forth. Right, so that is overpopulation. The next thing that comes with building these different cities is that we physically need to go and increase the infrastructure, so the amount of roads and such forth that go and lead between them, which in turn will go and lead to other big swathes of the rainforest going and being chopped down. So another problem with this increase in infrastructure is that as you go and you're building more roads, people will go and progressively start settling along the roads or along the sides of the roads as well. So places inside of the rainforest where there might not necessarily have been any population, you start getting small pockets of people living there, which in turn will go and lead to that part of the rainforest being chopped down. Another problem with when we start thinking about deforestation is the impact of logging. Logging is probably one of the better known ones. It's worth noting that a significant amount of the logging that's carried out is illegal. So logging will go, and it's where they just go and clear huge amounts of the rainforest. And they'll go and they'll chop it down. There are a few better ways that this could be done that would reduce its impact. You could go and use selective logging. So logging where we're only going to go and chop down the particular trees that we want. You could use strip logging, so you only go in and cutting the trees down in strips. So the rainforest will go and have some sort of chance of reseeding itself. Right, another problem, especially when we think about Western diets, is this increase in livestock ranching. So, a large amount of the rainforest will actually, or has actually been cleared to go and open up extra space to go and breed livestock. When we're talking about livestock, we're primarily going and talking about cows. Some of the issues with this is that A, cows are going to go and produce lots of methane, but B, you do need lots and lots of space. Right? One of the possible solutions to this might be to suggest other places in the world where that livestock can be grown, possibly places where there's already large swathes of open space. You could also go and get people to go and look at other things that they could go and breed instead that requires more space. The final problem that we come across that's going to decrease the rainforest is this increase in agriculture. Right, the big or the most problematic one is this growing palm trees for palm oil. The problem with that is that out of that crop you only get one crop before the palm trees die. Once they've died, they'll have taken all of the nutrients out of the soil, so therefore you won't be able to grow anything else really on that soil, and eventually you'll get desertification where the soil just dries out and you almost get it becoming a little like a desert. So that is a range of different problems and maybe a few solutions that we can think about when talking about deforestation. The other solution is, instead of doing a lot of these things, we might start thinking about ecotourism or other ways that the rainforest could be used instead of chopping it down.